poppin', everybody? How's everybody's day going today so far? We got my boy Albert Castillo, Alexander Stingley, Robert AZ09, Han the Man. How's everybody's day going? Yo, NFL Genius, how you doing, my guy? What's poppin'? My boy Weblock1 was goody. How's everybody's day going so far? And I've just been stuck in the house for most of the day. It's just been raining most of the day. Yo, my boy Dylan switching up the little logo. I see you. Yo, Rob AZ, how you doing, my guy? Yo, I'm not even gonna front. Yo, my mom brought over this coffee maker. I've been addicted to iced coffee, bro. Like, absolutely. It's so good. It's so good. Had to represent the Spurs. Yo, the Spurs are like the Patriots, but they did it right. Like, they were always in the playoffs and they always won. But like, everybody still likes the Spurs because everybody likes Pop. Yo, Crayon Snorter, how you doing, my guy? Yo, Kendall Dolby, what's poppin'? Yo, Christian, what's poppin', my guy? And Lamar B11 was goody. Johnny, always love seeing you up in the chat, my guy. Who do I think's gonna win between Clemson and Ohio State? If Justin Fields throws one interception or fewer, Ohio State will win. If Justin Fields himself has multiple turnovers, whether it's a pick and a fumble or whatever, they're instantly gonna lose. Oh yeah, no, man. Pop, like I always said, if I would have went and played basketball, I would have wanted to either go to North Carolina or Duke to be coached by either Coach K or Coach Williams, and then I wanted to go play for the Spurs. Like that would be so lit. Hey, yo, Jamar. Hey, it's not that I'm not personally not picking you. It's just a random whatchamacallit. It's a random pick. My boy Savage Sam, how you doing? Yo, Alexander Stingley, what's good, my guy? Sir Godstrok, how you doing? And Sterling Dixon was popping. Quokeson was goody. My boy Landon, how you doing? Alabama, Notre Dame. That's not even a question. It's gonna be Alabama. Who do I got for the Heisman? I think since Devontae Smith won AP College Player of the Year, is probably gonna go to Kyle Trask. Cause you can't give the quarterback with the best receiver in the country the Heisman. Like I know Kyle Trask has Kyle Pitts, but it just ain't the same. Yo, my boy Elliot, yo, I appreciate the love, my guy. You could just randomly pick me. That's actually pretty funny. Just read whatever. Just say your name no matter what name I get. Yo, Rugrat was popping, my guy. You know that barista I told you about? She's very nice to talk to. She knows what I want to order because I go to Starbucks a lot. Hey, yo, next time though, like maybe like two or three times from then, like just switch it up. Just get something completely random and just to see what her response is. Hey, yo, Carter, how you doing, my guy? Okay, Cresno, I don't know about all that. Yeah, I like to me it would have been more interesting if you would have put Texas A&M at number 4, just because I think that they would be able to. It would just be a different look. I mean, Notre Dame and Clemson have played twice already. Obviously, they're going to be playing. Notre Dame's going to be playing Alabama, but. And both of those times, like you said, Notre Dame doesn't really play anybody. They barely beat Clemson with their backup true freshman quarterback. Granted, dude's an absolute dog. Oh, wait, does this work? Yo, we got the second camera working. Let's go. So, granted, dude's an absolute monster 5-star quarterback, DJ Uyunglele. But the fact that they weren't able to beat them, like they were barely able to beat them when Trevor Lawrence was out, and then lose when he does come back, to me it just proves like they're not a top 4 team like that. NFL genius. I mean, NFL genius. I would just play whatever position you like to the most. I mean, Dylan, especially when a bunch of quarterbacks just fill up the Heisman, like really, the Heisman Trophy is either going to be a quarterback or a running back every single year. There's no chance that anybody else is gonna even get a shot at it. Yo, Austin, how you doing, my guy? Yo, my day was good. It's been raining for most of the day. However, it might snow tomorrow. We might get some snow tomorrow, which would be lit. But yeah, no, it's just been raining for most of the day, so I haven't really been able to get out and do much. Yo, Terrell, how you doing, my guy? What's poppin'? Bijan, he went off. You cash at me? Let me double check. Yes, you did. I appreciate it. Yep, at 706. Yo, thank you for the donation, my guy. You will be the first highlight up. Also, if Ruben Owens is in here, Ruben, you donated yesterday before the live stream. So whenever you want to show up and claim your highlight tape, I got you, my guy. Alrighty. Okay, so let's jump into this. So, real quick, I just want to say thank y'all for taking time out of your. Today's Wednesday, not Tuesday, not Thursday. Today's Wednesday. I want to say thank you guys for taking time out of your Wednesday to come and watch the live stream. If you have not already, be sure to leave the live stream a like. It helps get out to more people, and it lets me know that you guys are just vibing with the channel overall. But if you guys want to get your highlights watched in this live stream, there are 3 ways to do it. The first way is to donate $5 to any one of these 3 apps down below, or you can become a member of the channel by clicking the blue join button that should be next to the subscribe button. If you don't see a blue join button, try going on your computer and it should pop up there. But yeah, so either donate $5 to any one of the 3 apps down below or become a member of the channel, and those will both guarantee that you get your highlights watched. But if you don't want to spend any money, all you got to do is just stay in the chat and I'll have you guys type a random word into the chat, and if you get randomly picked, then you will get to get your highlights watched for free. If it doesn't make sense, I can do a bad job sometimes explaining these things, so just stick in the chat. We're gonna be here for a minute and it's just gonna be good vibes all around. Yo, this is so good. Iced coffee beat fire. But the fact that he wasn't even nominated makes no sense, dude. Yeah, I mean if that, I think at that point they're trying to break up the difference. Like, you can't have Mac Jones, Devontae Smith, and Najee Harris. I mean, you could. You really could. You really could have all 3 of them be Heisman finalists, but I just don't think that'll be a good look for college football, period. Hey, yo, Terrell, everything's been good, man. Been a little bit busy with just the holidays and whatnot, but I mean, overall, everything's been super smooth. How about you? Your whole family and everything been good throughout the holidays? Yo, FPTG Relly, what's poppin', my guy? Watch the senior year. Bet I got you. What's this channel all about? Easy. Shining a light and giving people who don't have a platform to get their highlights watched, or just their talent shown to the world. All right, so we got a 6 foot, 266 pound D tackle / guard, senior last year. Bet. I got. See, it's tough because I really do want to say Ohio State, but I think Clemson's gonna beat it. I think it's gonna be Clemson, Bama. Like, Clemson and Alabama are just built different. Like, they really are. Who would I rather have? Nick Saban. I feel like I feel like Nick knows how to win while still keeping the game fun, whereas with Bill Belichick, it's like we're not like the fun is just winning, and we're not gonna have any more fun other than that. They go, great job of just keeping them legs churning. Let's go. Have you done Georgia Southern versus Georgia Tech triple option yet? I think it's one of the more technical playbooks. I'll bet. Hey, yo, Carson, yo, my day has been absolutely great, man. Just been in the house for most of the day just because it's been raining. But yeah. Oh, bro, I found out that the gym that I want to go to is opening up here pretty soon. Oh, bruh. Yeah, if you're 5'9", 175 as an 8th grader, yeah, you're doing fine. you're doing just fine. Oh, that's just a broken coverage right there. Hey, yo, my boy Austin, yo, thank you for the donation, my guy. You will be the next highlight up. It's been shaky. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Dang. Hey, yo, man, Terrell, I'm sorry to hear that, homie, man. My heart and prayers are out with your aunt and that whole side of the family, and I mean your side of the family as well, man. Yo, Delonde, how you doing, my guy? Wait 1 second. So on the defensive side of the ball, I would say something that you could work on is getting off of blocks a little bit quicker. Because like as a guard, you keep your legs turning, you get these guys up off of you pretty easily. But whatchamacallit, on the defensive side of the ball, you don't necessarily want to be like holding up the play. You just want to get off the block and get into the backfield as quickly as possible. Hey, yo, Terrell, I got you, my guy, for real, man. Man, I mean, it's already been a rough year, so to have something like that, like whatchamacallit, I had my great grandma. She passed away around the holidays, so I know it's kind of tough to. I know it's kind of tough when it's COVID, so you might not even be able to see all your family, and then to have that happen on top of that. So hey, man, I get it to an extent. Belichick get 3 yards on a run and do short passes and check down. Saban demands maximum effort and IQ on every play. Both are very good, but I think Saban's play is genuinely like that's what I'm saying, Dylan. Like, but that also comes from the fact of in college, like you chose, like obviously it's like dating. Yeah, it's like dating. It's like obviously like the girl has to choose you first, but then you get to choose who you want out of all the girls who have chosen you. And so it's like if you see Coach Saban and it's like, oh man, like I really want to work with him. He knows that you want to be there, but he also knows that he's gonna expect the best out of you. Hey, it's all good, Terrell. That was whatchamacallit. That was a couple years ago. That was like actually not a couple. That was like 5-6 years ago. But yeah, nah, I feel you, my guy. 8-11? Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey yo, Brian, it's all good, my guy. How you doing? But yeah, no, I think and see, and it's the same reason why I don't ever like. Everybody's like, oh, it's always Alabama and Clemson. It's always Alabama and Clemson. It's always like Alabama. It's like, bro, they do the same thing with LeBron. They're like, oh, LeBron's always in the finals. It's like, I feel like people don't really appreciate the greatness of like how hard it is to consistently. I mean, do you know how hard it is to even consistently like? When's the last time that Alabama's fallen out of the top 10? When's the last time Alabama's fallen out of the top 5? Like. Alabama does not lose. I don't think they've had like a 2-loss season in like at least 4 or 5 years. Like that, a run like that in college football is absolutely insane. And so people just need to. It's like whenever you see true greatness, even if your team's getting dominated in that march of greatness, it's like you're witnessing history. Like people are gonna look back at these Alabama teams and be like, whoa, like like these dudes were for real, for real. Okay, the last time they haven't had more than two losses in a season. Yo, Alexis, how you doing? Chill out. Hey, yo, sports media, how you doing, my guy? See, and then also, like, again, right here, you shoot up right here, and you see like nobody's blocking you. Don't try and keep on running upfield. Just squat down and then shuffle across, and you'll be able to make that tackle. It'll help make your tackle a little bit easier. If you let the other team make a field goal, he's going to make you run extra laps, even if you're leading by 100. But honestly, like, that's because, like, I feel like college football and the NFL are they're inherently different. Because in college, you're still trying to prove yourself. You're still trying to secure a roster spot. You're still trying to secure your starting job. You're still trying to make it to the NFL. But when you make it to the NFL, obviously there's still things to shoot for, getting Pro Bowls, All Pros, Hall of Fame, Super Bowl rings, things like that. But it's like you got the money, and so like that's where a lot of like most players play the game of football. Obviously they have a passion for it, but they play for the money. And so it's like, bro, if I'm in the NFL and I'm worth 40 million over the next 3 years, and we're up by 30, and you make me run because they scored a field goal, I'm snapping on you. Like I'm gonna snap on you as a player. I don't care what coach you are. And so I feel like that's where it's like, I don't think a coach like Nick Saban would do well in the NFL, but I think they do great in college. Like there is a difference between great college coaches and great NFL coaches. I still think to this day, Coach K is the only guy who's proven that he can coach in the pros and in college effectively. Oh dang, I'm sorry, man. That sucks to hear. I mean, my fantasy season's already over. Your boy got that big dubs. We eating dubs out here. We eating dubs out here. But yeah, actually, I want to talk to my I want to talk to the league commissioner, and I want to talk about making the championship game week 16 and 17. Instead of just week 16, because I think that might be pretty interesting. So yeah, so my guy, I would say, Cameron, the number one thing that you're gonna want to be working on is working on more explosiveness out of your stance, and then on the defensive side of the ball, getting off of blocks. Like those two things are gonna help you get into the back. Also, I think you're a much better guard than defensive tackle. I just think you don't have the explosiveness to like that, just pure explosiveness to play on the defensive side of the ball. But as a guard, I feel like it's a better fit overall. I mean, you're athletic enough to be a very strong pulling guard. You do a good job, and you're very strong. Once you get your legs moving, you can drive guys up out of the play really easily. So yeah, I would say focus more on the guard position, and then just work on your fundamentals and your form. Obviously, I've never played guard, so I don't know the technical details of what you should be improving, but as far as like just getting guys getting your hands on the inside of their shoulder pads and then driving them up out of the play, that's where you're going to see the most success. I cannot type, jeez. I mean, Dylan, those old school Bama teams, like, don't get me wrong, they were really, really dope. I just think the rest, because you got to look back at that time. Obviously, the SEC has been dominant for a minute now, but they weren't pulling in, like, there wasn't so much talent just flooding to the SEC. And so I just don't think that you can have just only a running game with no passing game. Like, defenses are too complex now to where I don't care who you got, like, they will shut it down eventually. So I like the fact that they're really spreading the rock, but they always keep a top quality RB in the backfield. Like, I think that's going to be really the true strength of Alabama. I mean, because when you really look at it, Alabama is basically a mix between the Titans and the Vikings offense. They got the Vikings receivers and Stephon, type players of Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, which obviously Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. Who is the other guy? I'm missing one more guy. And the other guy that I'm missing, they have all them, and then they got a guy like Derrick Henry in the backfield. It's like they have one of, if not the most complete offense in all of college football. And then obviously they always stay stacked with a great offensive line. Yeah, you need offenses to win games, man. As okay, B.O. bet. Do you want me to call you iCloud or Devon? Yo, Julian, hey, okay, y'all, okay, you might have got a little Pac-12 title, whatever. At least hey, I can't even say that because Oregon's absolutely killing the recruiting game. All I know is, hey, USC's doing a good job recruiting. That's all I know. See, to me, I don't think that it's like, obviously the Auburn loss last year hurt, but when you lose in the SEC championship game to the team that would eventually go on to win the national title, going up against historically the greatest college offense of all time, it's like, come on, man, you can't hate on that. You just put in some work at the gym. That's what's up. Yo, Arrow Boys, how you doing, my guy? Imagine if every conference took their best players and put them on one team and they played for the best conference bragging rights. Oh my gosh. Okay. Obviously the SEC would be on top. Who would go next? Would it be the Big 10 or would it be the Big 12? If you did what Dylan said and you took all the best players from one conference and you put them on one team and then it was just like a battle of the conferences, I think it would go the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-12, and then the SEC or the ACC. I mean, I think as far as the Power 5 conferences, I think that's how you would rank them. Georgia's up there. They're not the best. You're never gonna make me say it, but they definitely looking nice. I know, bro. USC, we about to bring in so much talent this year. With the gym closed in Oregon, what's the best way to increase my squat and bench numbers at home? Well, just short answer for bench is definitely Sun Belt Conference, obviously. Yeah, well, I mean, because with the Big 10, you could pull. Big 10 is Ohio State, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Nebraska. You can pull some guys in from there. Iowa's in the Big 10, right? But yeah, yo, Brayden, my day's been good. It's been raining most of the day, but it's been a good day overall. All right, let's look up whatchamacallit. Let's see what my boy Austin Stife or Austin Steef. I'm gonna say Stife. Austin Stife's looking like 6'3", 205. What are you at? 6'3", 205 is a sophomore. What? Alrighty. Let's see what my boy looking like out here. 1 second. Okay, we got 49 tackles, 5 tackles a game, 4 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 quarterback hurry. Okay, I like to see it. Yeah, Nebraska State with talent, bro. There you go. Nice open field tackle. New Mexico high school football. You could say that because I don't think I've ever covered a player from New Mexico. Okay, so on a play like this, you really want to watch out because no, you're kind of reading it. Just make sure that you don't get washed out of the play like this, because if this quarterback, okay, let me just watch this because I don't even know what this play is. Okay, he's just rolling out to this side. I'm about to say, you just want to make sure that he can't cut back against you and have like this huge running lane. So that's all I'm trying to say right there. It's one US Talanoa Hufanga. Yeah, no, we're gonna lose a couple players this year to the draft, which I'm not. We're losing one of our offensive linemen. We're gonna be losing a couple of our receivers. We're gonna be losing Amon-Ra and 21 Tyler Vaughns. Great job of just getting off the edge. College draft stock. I mean, there's certain players where it's just like for example, it must have been really hard for teams and GMs to see like, okay, how good really is Joe Burrow? Because you got first round, like top 15 first round talents at receiver on both sides. You have a first round running back, and you got to like. When you have that much talent around you, it's kind of hard to tell. But then when you have that much talent around you, you show what you can do, but then you start playing some real competition and then you're not able to get it done. That's where it kind of hurts. Oh, bro, if it was the SEC last year, it wouldn't even be a contest, bro. Tua, Burrow, Ruggs, Judy, Chase. That would be disgusting. Hey, yo, Devon, I'm telling you, man, Amon-Ra St. Brown he is going to have a Justin Jefferson type rookie year. I'm just calling it right now. I'm going to be drafting him next year in my fantasy leagues. Yeah, Joe Burrow is good, but it must have been really hard for teams to decipher whether he was just good. Obviously, there's things that you could look at. Like, for example, I don't care how good your receivers are. They're not always going to get clean separation, but if you could just drop the ball into a basket, then you could look for things like that. So, my boy Austin, I would work on some of your open field speed, and just work on just more of your acceleration, because there's times where like you see the play, but then it just takes you just that half second too long to get there to where they're gaining a couple yards instead of you stopping them behind the line. No, Keaton Slovis should not be a first rounder. He'll be a solid second round pick, but I've never been the biggest fan of Keaton Slovis. I personally, but I also don't know if I look at him a certain type of way because of the offense that we have. It's like, it's really hard for him to throw into some of these passing in some of these lanes, because they know we're gonna be passing it so much. I mean, we run it like 20% of the time on first down. And so it's like, most of the time our offense is in very obvious situations. We're in like a 3rd and 1 where obviously we're going to be running it, or we're in like a 3rd and 10 where we're obviously going to be passing it. USC's offense doesn't have a lot of flexibility to it, because with Graham Harrell we run like a very traditional air raid. No, come get you a block. Yeah, Bob, let's go. We run a very traditional air raid style offense. So, but no, I've seen Keaton Slovis absolutely just throw away some games, and it's like, bro, my guy, what are you doing? Rugrat, I mean, I don't want to say I disagree with Kobe, because obviously I've never played basketball at that high of a level, but I mean, I definitely get it, because I mean, a lot of NFL players are like really buddy. But you get your hands involved. A lot of NFL players are very buddy, and they're just like, oh, like, I'll let you get 30 if you let me get 30. It's like that's kind of how they be playing. But there's definitely some rivalries. I mean, when you get when you get a LeBron versus anybody versus Pat Bev, basically, and like you just see like that real anger and wanting to ball out come out. That's when you see like, okay, no, these dudes are for real athletes, and these dudes are for real professionals. Oh, so by the way, we got 52 people up in the chat. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, be sure to leave the live stream a like. It helps get it out to more people, and it lets me know that you guys are rocking with the channel. Yo, my boy Tony Lyles, how you doing, homie? Yo, so my boy Austin, for you to be a sophomore, yo, you already have a very good head start. I would say the biggest thing that you're gonna want to be working on is your overall just acceleration and getting in that film room, because there's some times where it looks like you see the play that's about to happen, but it just takes you that just split second to really be able to get to go and get to the play. So if you can work on getting faster, working on your acceleration so that you can close on tackles better, that's gonna help you out. And then also, I mean, I don't know how much you weigh now, but if you keep on, you might want to try playing some you might want to try playing some more defensive end, because if you keep on putting on some weight and you get up to like 235, 240, you might be a pretty cold defensive end. Hey, Kaylee's World coming out here making a name for themselves. What's a good 40 for a senior cornerback? I mean, if you want to be elite, anything under 5'5", like 4.55, like 4.55 or lower is probably like, that's like elite. But if you like, a good overall time is anything under 4.6. Because I mean, put it this way, you just have to be as fast as the receiver. So as long as you're as fast as every receiver on the field, you're good. They got Sam Howell going #1 overall. I'm not mad at it. I'm not too mad at it. Oh, it's a good 40 for a freshman quarter. I have no idea. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. This kid at the middle school in DeSoto is 6. Wait, you said middle school? And he's 6'8"? Jeez. Fantasy tips for beginners. Don't draft a quarterback first overall. Only draft one quarterback in your whatchamacallit? Like while you're drafting, only draft one quarterback. You can get your backup. Because if you get a good quarterback, you're only gonna need another quarterback for 1 week, and that's your starter's bye week. Who else? What other little tips would I give you? Stock up on rookies for your bench, because you just never know if they're gonna boom or bust. And then check the waiver wire every single week, because you'll be surprised at how good, like, I drafted some random kicker, and I ended up picking up Daniel Carlson. Daniel Carlson? I'm pretty sure that's his name. He's the kicker for the Raiders, and he was the 3rd best fantasy kicker. And I had the #1 fantasy kicker before that. I got him off of the waiver wires too. The Dolphins kicker. I can't think of his name right now. You guys will know who I'm talking about. Yeah, he was the #1 fantasy kicker. Like, you can get a lot of points if your kicker is going off, and so you want to make sure that you're pulling them off the waiver wire really, really, really quickly. Hey, there you go, Austin. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, if you work on your acceleration, you're gonna be an absolute dog out there, and you also have plenty of time to develop. So don't be in such a rush to be like, oh, I'm not the best player right now, but also be like, hey, because I have all this time, let me use all this time to my advantage. Go out there, go ball out, develop your craft, work on your fundamentals, stay in the film room. That's more than any workouts. The film room is really going to be where you're going to make some of the biggest progression. So make sure that you're staying in the film room, and then from there, yeah, just keep on doing your thing, man. I mean, for you to be already starting and getting that much playing time as a freshman or as a sophomore, it shows like not only your team has confidence and trust in you, but they're gonna want you to be a focal point of the team moving forward. What should you? Dang, Dylan, I see you. Well, my mom came out to visit me for Christmas, so we just been kicking it. And then my dad will be out here in a little bit, and then, yeah, I'll kick it up with him. Yo, Younghoe Koo, that dude went crazy this year in fantasy. Him and the Colts kicker Rodrigo Blankenship, dude went absolutely crazy this year. I mean, they both have potential. I like both of their games for USC's. Started to rain again. Feels bad. For USC's air raid offense, but I mean they definitely both have a lot of talent. I think Jackson has a stronger arm, but Miller is a little bit more accurate overall. Ayo, Marquise, yo, chill out with the spam, my guy. Yo, I'm telling, man, I really want Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson to run 40s just so we can see how fast that they actually are. Yo, Israel, how you doing, my guy? Harrison Butker, Will Lutz, and the best kicker of all time, Justin Tucker. Yeah, but like most of those guys actually get drafted in the fantasy draft. I'm talking about guys who nobody drafted Younghoe Koo, nobody drafted Rodrigo Blankenship, nobody drafted Daniel Carlson. I'm talking about. Obviously, like Justin Tucker is always going to be the first kicker taken in fantasy just because he's been so consistent. But you will be able to find easily top 5 fantasy kickers off the waiver wire. And if you pick them up, that's a guaranteed 8 to 12 points a week from your kicker in fantasy, which is, that's big time. I mean, yeah. Dude, okay, Michael, so I talked about that in the video that I made for today. It'll be out tomorrow. I'm like, hey, don't roast me. I know it doesn't make sense that I'm wearing a Houston Astros jersey and a Los Angeles Dodgers hat, but it's drip. I didn't do my hair today, and this is warm, so yeah. Oh man. All right, let me open it up to the chat real quick. So if you guys want to guarantee to get your highlights watched, you can donate $5 to any one of the 3 apps down below, or you can become a member of the channel by clicking the blue join button that should be next to the subscribe button. If you don't see a blue join button, try going on your computer. When you become a member, you get access to cool things like custom emotes, and you get a custom logo and a custom badge next to your name so that anytime that you type in chat, people know that you are a member. But if you don't want to spend any money, all you got to do is type this keyword into the chat and you will get a chance to win you will get a chance to get your highlights watched, and that word is prize. Type prize in the chat. Prize, all lowercase. My football coach, who is also the track coach, says he'll get my 40 down 0.8. I'm assuming you're in your freshman right now. I mean, if he's the football and the track coach, I could totally see that. If you're working year round, you could not easily, but it's very, was it feasible? That's the word, right? Or plausible? One of those words. You can drop that much off of your 40 time if it's 3 straight years of consistent hard work. And you stay dedicated, you stay eating right, you stay with the training, then yeah, you could very much so do that. Alrighty, everybody stop typing, everybody stop typing, everybody stop typing. Let's see who the winner is. My boy Zunso. Zunso, you are the winner. Let me know the name of the player that you want me to watch and the high school that they go to. Iced coffee slaps. The only thing that doesn't slap is not being able to go to sleep because you drink too much iced coffee. First Japanese black football player when I'm going into the NFL. There you go, my guy. Gonna be Blackanese. Everyday sports. Are you in high school? Hey yo, big boy Mo, I appreciate it, my guy. You know, I had to line up the beard a little bit. I had to come in a little fresh today. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling myself. Hey yo, Jalen, how you doing, my guy? In Zoom, so thank you for letting me know the player. What are some things to pay attention to watching film as a defensive player? What position do you play? Yo, Julian. My guy, you are speaking to the choir right now, my guy. Yo, nobody told me this. Yo, well, my mom told me after the fact that it happened. Yo, you take one, like legit. Like I make a. This is my second or third. I've had iced coffee today, but literally after the first one, it's immediately just, oh, all right, time to go to the bathroom now. Hey, yo, my boy Steven, yo, thank you for the donation, my guy. You will be right after Tristan. Appreciate the donation, my guy, for real. And thank you for putting his name in the donation as well. Oh man, you are not lying at all, Julian. Hey, yo, Charles, I'm doing great, man. How you doing? Bozo, defensive line or Boz, not Boz, or not Bozo, Boz. So if you're looking at the D line, the number one thing that you're gonna want to be looking at is looking for little giveaways, things that the offensive line is going to naturally be giving away. Look at the weight that's on their hand. Look and see if they're giving away, like, oh, okay, the left tackle, when it's a run play, he's really putting weight on his front hand, and so, like, okay, I know this is gonna be a run play, so that you can use more of like a power or a speed move to get around him, because he's gonna try and just outpower you. But then it's like, oh, he's really light on his hand, so he's probably gonna come with more of a with a pass set. So okay, all of a sudden, all right, then you can hit him with more of the power. So you want to be looking for giveaways like that. Look at formations, look at the routes or look at the plays that they run out of those formations. See if you can start to recognize them, and maybe you can start just making plays around that. You just want to look at the giveaways and see, because every team, every coach has some type of giveaway where you can tell, oh, even if it's something as small as like, oh, like the receivers just jog out of the huddle when it's a run play, but they really sprint to the sideline or to their position when it's a pass play. Like, there's little things like that. Any tips that you can take away before the play starts, like, so crucial. I feel like you play defense. You'll be inside linebacker because you have a size 6'3", or maybe if you have like 20 more pounds, you get 230. Yeah, see, I wish I would have been able to play some D end. I think it would have been pretty nice as a D end. Hey, yo, sub to Carter, I appreciate the love, my guy. But being a middle linebacker would have been pretty dope too. Boston College. Huh. What are some exercises that make you taller? Praying. That's about it. All right, let's take a look and see what my boy Tristan Archie's looking like. 5'11", 180, running 4.59, junior. All right, 6'1", 205 now. Imagine a really fast player trailing the combine and jogging a 10-second 40. I mean, that would be funny if, like, I think, oh, way to come off the edge. Yeah, no, just come on, you're running back. You gotta at least chip this guy. You can't, no, dude, that's weak. You've got to at least chip this guy. You can't just go out. Nah, dude, that's getting your quarterback killed every time, bro. Hey yo, Zune, so I appreciate the love. Honestly, I thought about that a couple. I thought about that a couple of days ago. I was like, man, if I would have kept on playing football, like I wonder where I would have gone. But see, honestly, I would have had to have, like, that's why I'm such a strong advocate of like, yo, great speed off, bro. Way to not give up on that play. That's why I'm such a big advocate of finding a high school that you could really thrive and develop in. I'm not talking about a high school where they just force feed you the ball, but I'm talking about a place where the coaching staff's going to help nurture and develop your talent. They're going to give you opportunities to make those plays during games and just give you an opportunity to take your talent to the next level. Like it's so important, because I mean, I always knew like physically I could play at whatever level. Shoot, coming out of high school, I could have gone to Bama. I was 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", 185, 190 coming out of high school, and then I bulk up to like 205, 210 when I got to college. Like I would have been college size, but it's like it's more the mental thing. It's like you gotta have the confidence of like, no, I'm a really good player, and that's what I did not have, because my coaches would constantly just be like, oh, you're not good enough for XYZ, like would start me, but would say I'm not good enough to get like plays in the game, and then yeah. But honestly, I'm gonna get back to doing some like workout videos and just get back into. Man, I'm telling you, man, when this gym opens, because it sucks because the gym's been closed because they're opening up a new one over by where I live. But once that gym's open, it's gonna have a basketball court, and it's gonna have just so much more space. Oh man, we gonna get absolutely swole. Rate 1 out of 10 Georgia Bulldogs 2021 recruits. I'm gonna give them. If we're being like just overall, obviously you're gonna give them a 9, but I think I'm gonna give them a 7.5, because you really like when you're recruiting in the SEC, you have to kind of go out of like you kind of got to go crazy. Nah, I'll give them an 8. I'll give them an 8.5. I'll give them a 9 overall, but I'm gonna give them an 8.5 when comparing them to Alabama. Yo, RPW, how you doing, my guy? My boy Hingle McCringleberry. Oh man, yo, I love this dude's game, bro. He's one of these dudes that just he doesn't have an off button. It's just go. Here, 1 second. I need here. Yo, mom, can you turn the heater off? Thank you. I got blocked by Juju on IG because I made an edit. See ya, bruh. Most of his plays are coming off of being unblocked, but you can just tell he has really good open field speed, and he's making the tackles overall. I will say you do need to clean up your tackling a little bit though, because you're kind of just like grabbing them and not really wrapping them up super cleanly. But yeah, so Tristan, I was the biggest thing that you're gonna want to be working on this offseason is just cleaning up your tackling form. I mean, if teams are gonna leave you unblocked, keep on eating, bro. Hey, if they don't want to block you, you just gotta punish them until they end up blocking you. But looking at this, most teams, especially because you probably had another senior linebacker who they had to cover, who they had to focus on more. So really work on your hand fighting, being able to get off blocks, being able to not even let guys get their hands on you, and then work on just cleaning up your tackling overall, so that you're just making more consistent tackles and you're not letting guys get that extra 1 or 2 yards after you've already wrapped them up. Yo, Makai, how you doing, my guy? Corvette. We just got our 7th 5-star commit after Kamar. Yeah, I saw that, bro. Is the envy coming? What do you mean the envy? Oh, I don't have to envy. I don't have to envy nobody, bro. I don't gotta envy nobody. Obviously, it would be dope if USC could pull in I don't even know. Like, yo, two things. One, is this the right Josh Chupe? I'm pretty sure it is because it was the only one that popped up. But do you think that any team that's not in the Pac-12, or I mean, any team that's not in the SEC could ever be like? Do you think that? Do you think like the Big Ten could start just running college football the same way that the SEC does? Do you ever think that the ACC or the Big 12 or the Pac-12, like, do you think any one of the other 4 Power 5 conferences could ever get to a point of dominance the same way that the SEC can? I don't think so. Like, I honestly don't think so. Because even whatever day Nick Saban decides to leave Alabama, you still got Kirby Smart there at Georgia. You still got Coach O at LSU. You still got homeboy at Auburn. You still got Texas A&M that you got to worry about. Like, I think the SEC is going to be the dominant. Like, I don't see another conference being able to do so. Need more 1-star versus 5-star? I got you, my guy. No college is regularly recruiting 7th graders. That is facts. Is D1 colleges still recruiting you when it's late in your senior year? Yeah. Until National Signing Day, schools are recruiting. And even after National Signing Day, they're still recruiting. All right, let's take a look at my boy Josh out here. All right, 5'6", 150, junior. Okay, okay. I'm like, what are these numbers? Okay, 127 carries for 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. Okay. .0 GPA, you love to see it. For a first team all district running back, there you go. How do you @ people? Just put the @ sign and then start to type their name and it should pop up. Oh, bye-bye. Jeez, wait, hold up a second. Bro, you just got shot out of a cannon there. As soon as you saw daylight, you were gone. You know how Auburn fired head coach Gus Malzahn? Apparently, there's some rumors that Saban wants him as our DC. Bro, honestly, Alabama is just one of them schools where like they could just pull whoever they want, bro. To go to like the fact that Alabama can pull SEC head coaches and bring them on staff as assistant coaches or coordinators is crazy. Yeah, no, my guy's gonna have to put on some weight, but he's got some wheels for sure. This dude is a big play waiting to happen. Who do you like better, Georgia Bulldogs or the Florida Gators? I personally like Georgia better. I've just always liked Georgia better, except for when they had Tim Tebow. When Florida had Tim Tebow, I like Florida. But I mean, right now Georgia's got JT Daniels, who's my guy. Georgia's had AJ Green. They had another receiver who went there that was really good. But yeah, I've just been more of a UGA fan than I have a Florida fan. You know, homie's got some wheels, man. Once he gets into the open, like the biggest thing would just be an offensive coordinator trying to find unique ways to get Josh plays in open space. Because I like it because even though he's a smaller guy, he's not like ultra trying to like break your ankles. He makes one cut and then has crazy acceleration. I mean, look at this. Two lead blockers, boom, just gone. Bye-bye. And then he could work on his long speed a little bit. He has great acceleration to get to his top end speed, but as far as once he hits about like 30 yards downfield, he kind of like caps out. Whereas there's another 5 to 10 yards of acceleration that he could probably be doing. Is Kyler Murray a GOAT? I mean, I'm gonna take Kyler Murray over Lamar Jackson just because Kyler Murray is the more complete quarterback. I mean, obviously, I'd rather have Lamar Jackson's height and weight, but Kyler Murray can throw the ball way better than Lamar Jackson can, and to me, they're equally as fast / elusive. So that's why I would take Kyler Murray. Yeah, I don't know why, bro. I felt like I saw 1 week's worth of highlights where like Darnell Washington was actually like balling out, and then it was just like I never heard from him again. I mean, it might be taking Darnell a little whiles to whatchamacallit, get used to the offense. But I'm sorry, man. You got a 6'8", 260-pound tight end who runs like a receiver. You better find. I don't care if you have to stay up all night. You better find ways to get him the ball. Lamar Jackson's overrated. I don't think he's overrated because look at it like this. Like there's been plenty of games where I've been watching Lamar Jackson and his tight ends and receivers have dropped plenty of very good passes, like very, very easy passes to catch, and they were dropping them. So I think Lamar Jackson definitely, he needs a true number one. Your tight end, I'm a proponent, unless it's Kittle or Kelsey, you cannot have or Waller, you cannot have a tight end be your number one receiving option. You need a true wide receiver one. So I think that should be one of their top priorities heading into the draft, is picking up a top receiver. Hey yo, official Caleb, what's popping, my guy? And yes, I watched Bijan Robinson when he got in at the end of the game. What Texas game were they just blowing out that team? Yeah, my boy Josh he's cold out here. Again, it's just gonna be his size is gonna be the thing that's holding him back. But if he's able to get to like 5'7", 5'8", 170-ish with the same speed and elusiveness, he's gonna be able to. And obviously he's got great grades, so he's gonna be able to get. I would say probably like low FCS offers are probably gonna be like the best spot for, or not Josh, John. For John, that's where he's probably gonna be making the most noise. Hey. And that read option is unstoppable, and their O-line is top 5 in the league too. Yeah, and that's why it's like if I'm the Ravens, I'm either doubling down on my 2 tight end sets and I'm trying to pick up. I'm going and getting a Kyle Pitts. I'm going and getting Isn't there another top? Did Brevin Jordan get drafted last year? Yeah, no, Brevin Jordan is still at the University of Miami. This kid is pretty cold. At tight end, this kid's pretty cold. But yeah, if I'm the Ravens, I'm either going and getting another top receiving option at tight end, or I'm going and getting a true wide receiver one. Because Hollywood Brown is perfect for that offense, but he's not a true wide receiver one. He's good at, okay, run the triple option, dink and dunk it to your tight ends, and then all of a sudden, boom, 60-yard bomb over the top to Hollywood Brown. But they also need another guy who can consistently get open off of route running, Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams type receiver. You think they should have switched Lamar to receiver like everyone was saying? No. I mean, the guy won MVP as a quarterback, so I think he's proven that he could play quarterback. Yeah, his accuracy is just questionable. Yeah, like if Lamar Jackson can take a year, and I think it's more of a, because I mean just imagine, it's like you're that fast to where like even if you see like a little, just a glimpse of a hole, boom, you could just take off and go. it really makes it hard to want to keep your eyes downfield when anytime that you see an opening, you know you can take it and pick up the first down. So I think if he could really discipline his eyes to stay downfield, to work on learning how to really set up receivers and let routes develop, go to his third, fourth, fifth option in a read, or come back to his first option, that is where you're going to see Lamar Jackson just get back to the same form that he was 2 years ago. Oh yeah, Bijan Robinson's definitely going to be a drafted player. So the Broncos getting linebacker or corner in the first round. I think that depends heavily on Von Miller's health. I mean, Von's coming off of kind of a serious injury, so if he's making a full recovery and he's on track to come back, then I say we should go corner. But I also would not be mad at picking up another pass rushing option. It would never happen, but could you imagine Devontae Smith on that Ravens O? It would be insane, dude. It would actually be insane. All right, let's. We need a deep threat, also a big wide receiver. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think more of a like who's coming out this year that I feel like the Ravens could really use. Ooh, if the Broncos got Patrick Surtain, that'd be dirty. That would be so dirty. Yeah, all right, let's open it back up to the chat. So if you guys want to guarantee to get your highlights watched, you can donate $5 to any one of the 3 apps down below, or you guys can become a member of the channel by clicking the blue join button that should be next to the subscribe button. If you don't see a blue join button there, try going on your computer and it should pop up there. When you become a member, you get access to cool things like custom emotes, and if you take a look at my boy Official Caleb in the chat, you see he has a custom badge next to his name, and that is because he is a member of the channel. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, then you can. But if you don't want to spend any money, all you got to do is type in this keyword into the chat and you will get a chance to get your highlight watched. And that word is what should the word be? Toy. Type toy in the chat. TOY. And remember, it's all lowercase. He's a great quarterback. He just needs a better quarterback coach. Yeah, he does. Man, I've seen Lamar overthrow some absolute kill shots. I'm talking, homie, Hollywood Brown's like 5 yards past the deepest dude in the secondary, and it's just sails right over his head. That's what pisses me off so much about Drew Lock. Coming out of college, Drew Lock was known as the gunslinging deep ball threat guy at Mizzou, and then he comes into the league, and I've only really seen him connect on like maybe 10-15% of his deep passes. Every other time he ends up overthrowing it or something. It's like, come on, my guy. Like, I don't know. Let me just put it this way. If the Broncos end up drafting a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round, I would not be surprised at all. Like, at all. Alrighty, everybody stop typing. Let's see who the winner is. My boy Jam Camden. You are the winner, my guy. Let me know the name of the player that you want me to watch and the high school that they go to. So for anybody who just joined, basically my boy Toby, the reason why I have everybody type that is because I open it up to the chat so that they get a chance to get their highlights watched for free. And to enter that contest, all you gotta do is type in a keyword, and that keyword was toy. I'm gonna press Jetson. Would you rather draft Sewell and have him and Becton on one side, or trade Sam and draft Wilson/Fields and start from scratch? I would draft Sewell, Penei Sewell, because you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like this. Like say you're building a car, right? The quarterback is obviously the engine, But if it has a terrible frame, no suspension, all the body panels are falling off, it doesn't matter how good the engine is, the car is never going to be great. Whereas you could put a pretty bad engine into a very well-built car, and you're going to be able to do something. So, and I'm not saying, I still think you took away Sam Darnold's biggest receiving threat in Robbie Anderson last year. You took away his. I mean, Le'Veon wasn't a threat at running back, but at least he was an option. You took him away. If you give Sam Darnold another receiving option, you help secure that line a little bit more. You give him another year, even if he doesn't play well. At least you'll have a very solid. At least you'll have two cornerstone pieces on that offensive line, and then you can go pick up a quarterback next year. DK Metcalf is going to be a top 3 receiver soon. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because people keep on comparing him to my guy Calvin Johnson. I think DK Metcalf is very good. I think he can be, because I mean you gotta look at it. For him to be a top 5 receiver, for him to be a top 3 receiver, that means that he'd have to be at any given point as good as or better than DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Julio, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Justin. I think, to be honest, I think Justin Jefferson has a better shot of being a top 5/top 3 receiver soon than DK. I think if DK doesn't have, as obviously this is for every receiver, but if DK doesn't have Russ throwing him those great deep passes, I don't think he's the same guy. Now, if DK is able to develop a slant or is able to just keep on working the middle of the field, which I know he does, but if he's able to really like develop it, then yeah, I could totally see him being top 3. Again, I'm gonna say it every single year. Once you get to the professional level, I very, what am I trying to say? It's like, I devalue athleticism so much. I would, like, for example, I thought it was clear as day that Jerry Jeudy was a much better receiver than CeeDee Lamb, but CeeDee Lamb's more athletic. But Jerry Jeudy's was the most technically gifted receiver in this past draft. Joe Burrow, I had no problem with him going number 1 overall because he was the most technically gifted quarterback out of that class. Like, I'm always going to take being technically sound at their position over. I mean, let's look at, for example, the 3 guys that you just named: DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams. Julio is different because Julio is technically sound and he's freakishly talented, and she's just been blessed by God with the body. But DeAndre Hopkins isn't a physical freak. I mean, he's above average. The only thing that he's above, he has like 5x gloves, which is insane. But him and Devontae Adams are just technical masters. Like, they just know how to get open. They know how to set guys up, and they know how to go on high point passes. But let's say if the engine sucks and you've been saving up for something else, a good engine with a great coaching staff, who can develop them? And that is where, because it was the same thing with the Browns. It's like, okay, what's the point of having all these draft picks if you can't develop them? If the Jets can show and prove that they can develop talent, then yeah, go get you a quarterback. Go start from the ground up, because it ain't like y'all have anything. Like, y'all don't have any trade pieces. You traded away all your trade pieces. It's like you had Le'Veon and Jamal Adams. They're both gone. That's all. And Robbie Anderson. That's all you had. So, hey, you're at a spot now where, actually, yeah, you know what? You're right. You probably should go and just get you a quarterback and just keep on trying to hit until you get a quarterback. Jerry Jeudy is so good, bro. He's so good. Hey, yo, Bet Jam. Here, we'll get to his house right now. What do you think of the D'Amelio sisters? I only have I'm only gonna say something about one of them because the other one's underage. I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all dudes let these girls blow up by dancing like this. Like, come on, bro. That ain't no talent, bro. Like, come on, bro. AJ Green is a disappointment. I'm gonna say no. To me, AJ Green is the equivalent of like a George Hill type player. George Hill was if I'm not mistaken, he was the #1 overall pick in basketball, whatever class he came out of. But I think AJ Green was good for long enough to prove that he was that guy, but then had injuries, and he did all of that while playing with subpar quarterback play. So I personally think that AJ Green did enough to leave a nice legacy for himself in the NFL. But I think he needs a new change of scenery. Most analysts are saying we can trade him for a second, maybe first, maybe the Steelers or the Colts. You should definitely be able to get a second for Sam. You should definitely, like, I'd actually be more surprised if you didn't get a first for Sam, because at worst, he is the best backup quarterback in the NFL. But at best, he's a starter, and a starting NFL quarterback is worth a first-round pick. I know, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, it's like, yeah, nah, man. Oh, they just be in the passing lane. Let's get it. Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to harp on it. I don't really pay attention to what they do. I have heard that whoever the younger D'Amelio sister is, that like she does like help with like social justice things. So yeah, I mean, it's like, again, at the end of the day, use your platform how you use it. You can't really control why you blow up, but I mean, you can control why you blow up, but that's just not my cup of tea. Let's just say that. Yo, homie's got some wheels, man. Hey, homie's got some wheels out here. Let's go. If he could play a full season, I would say he's top 20 right now. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Yo, hey, this is actually a really good job of keeping your eyes on the ball, because that dude's hands were like right in the passing lane. I mean, no, honestly though, like the simping in 2020 and heading into 2021 is insane. Should football players wrestle? I would say if you're a linebacker or a D-end, yeah. Oh, nice move. There you go. Yeah, because it helps teach you hand placement and just being able to reposition your hands. But yeah, no. Bro, when homie cuts back, he's absolutely taking ankles. Sam Darnold could do something for the Jets. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I'm a very big advocate of while you're in high school being a multi-sport athlete. Even if you don't take that second sport like ultra serious, it's just good just to be playing sports year round. It keeps your competitive drive up, and it also just keeps you in shape for longer. Who's the coldest high school player you've ever covered who just didn't do much at the next level? That's actually a really good question. It had to be one of the first couple players that I covered, because I mean it's weird because like my channel's kind of established at this point. Like I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years, but when it comes to like for example, the first player who I covered who like really blew up was Cam Akers, and he just got drafted to the Rams. So like most of the players are still in college, so I can't really like just pick one player who just is completely gone off the face of the earth, because like they still have time to prove themselves. Sorry, this kid who used this pickup line, so he asks the girl to help him fix his phone when she doesn't find any issues. He says broken. I've heard that one before. I've heard that one before. But like, nothing's wrong. But like, oh no, it's broke because your number's not in it. You know, this dude. I like it. See, for me, I like physical corners. So the fact that he has no problem making these open field tackles is very nice. There you go. Can you do a 7-on-7 game for subscribers? We will be doing 7-on-1 once we whatchamacallit, heading into this offseason. So let's say around February, Marchish, I want to start setting up times and places to do 7-on-7 meetups and like 1v1s versus you guys, and then moving forward it'll be like a yearly camp thing. Yeah, Dylan, I mean, see, I have a whatchamacallit. I normally apply this only to the NFL, but it applies to college as well. If my rule for the NFL is, I don't care how good or how bad a rookie played in their rookie season, because if they did really well, it's just because defensive coordinators did not have enough tape on them to stop whatever they were doing to make themselves good. And if they did bad, it's just because they're getting used to the speed of the NFL game. Their second and third years are more so of where I judge them. So yeah, a player like Brian Brees, he was playing in friggin' Maryland. He wasn't going up against no quality competition, and the dude shot, bro. This dude was like 140, like no, he was like 240 his junior year, and then shot up to 290 his senior year. Like he looked like a completely different player his senior year. So he's still learning, like, okay, I can't just out muscle everybody that I go up against. So he's really having to learn more technique things, just learning how to just use his leverage and things like that. But I mean, overall, I still think Brian Brees is gonna ball out. But as far as just being that immediate impact player, yeah, you're kind of right. Did not really see it a whole lot. But also, he's playing for Clemson, one of the most stacked teams. So I'm not too mad at him. Yo, this kid's cold. This kid is just flat out cold. He has to have offers somewhere, because if he doesn't have offers to play corner, I'm scooping him up and having him play receiver for me for sure. You live in Texas? All right, bet. I also heard about these guys who are playing pool and this hot girl comes in. Other guy after being asked whatever she's doing. That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But we're talking about Boston College. Like Boston College. If she doesn't have a job, has her cash up in her bio, and is always claiming she's hungry, don't give her the time of the light of day. That is facts, bro. That is big time facts. $5'10", 235. You're gonna be my middle linebacker at that size. All right, y'all, let's open it back up to the chat. So if you guys want to guarantee to get your highlights watched, you can donate $5 to any one of the 3 apps down below, or you guys can become a member of the channel by clicking the blue join button that should be next to the subscribe button. If you don't see a blue join button, try going on your computer and it should pop up there. But if you don't want to spend any money, all you gotta do is type this keyword into the chat and you will get a random chance to get your highlight watched for free. And that word is free. Type free in the chat if you guys want to get your highlights watched. F-R-E-E, all lowercase. Guys, I'm not even gonna front, bro. I was so stressed. I was so stressed out with my fantasy championship because I haven't won my fantasy league. I've never won this league that I'm in, so this is my first year winning it. But I haven't won a fantasy football league in like 3-4 years. So I'm just like, yo, I had to come. I'm like, I'm not gonna get all the way to the championship game just to lose. That ain't gonna happen. But hey, God came through, had us come out with a big time dub. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, everybody stop typing. Everybody stop typing. Everybody stop typing. Let's see who the winner is. My boy Ryan McKay. Ryan McKay, you are the winner. Let me know the name of the player that you want to watch and the high school that they go to. Okay, Quinn. I was about to say you should be having some teams looking for you, my guy. Like for real. Like you just have that it factor. You know, I call it the honey badger effect on the defensive side of the ball, where you just always seem to be in the right place at the right time. And then on the offensive side of the ball, you just make guys miss. You just hit them with a couple moves and you gone. And then you have great open field speed as well. All right, we got a 6 foot, 225 pound junior linebacker. Let's see what my guy looking like. Yo, Dean, how you doing, my guy? I think 50. Where you at? My bad, I was looking for my dog. Hey, Odin, I appreciate it, my guy. Yeah, no, so we got the lights all. Oh, there you guys, you can see. Yo, this is actually perfect too, because that last little LED light that you could see is like the end of the strip. I gotta go buy some. Oh, nice hit. I gotta go buy some more so I can do the whole room. But I want to just put more of these like little flag things up on the wall. I want to put like jerseys and like sports memorabilia stuff back there because I think it just looks pretty cool. Oh, but like I was saying, I think the number 50 for a linebacker is like the most traditional number. It's like wearing 12 at quarterback. Linebackers, this is what I want to see from you every single play. I don't care if you don't run 4-4. I need to see this level of effort. Reads play, boom, full speed. There's no jogging. There's no. Oh, let me see. No, it's reads play, boom, full speed, sprints it out there, cuts back, gets off the block, boom. It's all effort 100% of the time. If you're gonna be playing linebacker, you have to be playing like that. Like, you know, oh, nice tackle. Like, you know how sometimes, like, especially on the defensive side of the ball, like your coaches be like, you look lost while you're playing. It's because you're jogging. Oh, nice hit. It's because you're jogging places, or you're kind of like walking around like you look like you don't know where you're going. You should always be sprinting. I don't care where you're going, just full speed, full effort every single time. I was stressing out about if I was gonna start because this one kid was going to school. It was my only competition there. Hey man, go out there and go show them why you the best. Bro, it's so weird that you popped up on my page. Like, I stopped watching you for like 2 weeks and then watched your video today, and this live stream was on the channel. Hey, there you go, man. Hey, YouTube starting to favor me again in the analytics. Nah, 32 is a DB, bro. Actually, the 30s has no real place, because the 30s could be anything from a running back to a safety to a fullback. Yeah, no, the 30s ain't really got the sauce like that. Like number 8, like anything like 80, 81, 88, and yeah, 80, 81, and 88 are like iconic numbers for receivers. 10 and 12 really are like the most iconic numbers for quarterbacks. 21, 25. 21 and 25 are probably the most iconic running back numbers. And then I think 77 is super cold. 77 and 72 are like super cold for offensive linemen. I like 34 for Walter Payton. That's my guy. Also, if I could have gone back, 21 as a receiver is icy. That is so icy. On Maryland high school football, hey, we ain't sleeping. They just ain't making enough noise to wake us up. You think number 9 is good for a running back? I like number 9. Number 9 for RB is pretty cold. I mean, as an RB, I think as a high school RB, the number 5 is probably the most like just drip number for a high school running back. Oh, bro, 21 as a safety and a running back. That's nice. That's cold. I like 97. Nick Bosa wears 97 very, very well. Man said Maryland. My guy, Ryan, especially for you to be a junior, great motor. When schools come to recruit you, they're gonna want to look at your junior tape, and the fact that you were given this much effort in your junior is really gonna help your case of getting these schools to come pick you up. My guy, hey, the number one thing is just depending on what the world's looking like, try to get to as many camps and showcases as you can this offseason, because I know it's probably hard to go to some of those in New Jersey, but my guy, your ability to close on the ball, your non-stop motor, like those two things alone, and just your overall effort is what's gonna help get you some offers and get you to the next level. I got it to 9 because that was my big bros. I got you, my guy. Then that's what's up. Oh, I mean, bro. See, if I was a D lineman, I'd just wear number 7 and just dominate people. just oh my gosh, dude. Any D lineman that wears a single digit number, instant drip. You get a +5 to all of your attributes if you wear a single digit as a D lineman. Number 1 for receiver, that's a cold one too. To me, it depends on the font though, because sometimes the number 1 looks weird if it's not in the right font. .40 is a rare number, but on the defensive side of the ball, number 40s are the hardest hitting people. That's facts though. Anything I can do to start as a sophomore next year? Yes, be good enough to start as a sophomore. Like, yeah, I'm not like, basically just let your coaches see that you're balling out, but you have to be balling out. If you're a D lineman and your number is 99, I think you're cold, and it's more when you have a white. That is true. That is very, very true. I like 33. 33 is cold too. Is Rumsum? Do they got some paper over there? Quentin Nelson, he really does fit the number 56. That, like, I don't know why, but that just looks like he was made to wear that number. Where's number 7? That's cold. That's so cold. 11's the same thing as number 1. If it's the right font, then it'll look cold. Because sometimes it just looks weird. This looks like 2 sticks on your jersey. All right, let's open it back up to the chat. Can we just say Davante Adams is the best receiver in the league? Okay, let me just take a quick little. It'll be less than 5 minutes. Okay. Davante Adams to me is like Damian Lillard. Everybody knows that Damian Lillard is just an absolute monster, and every single year he always puts himself in the top 5 point guards category, but he's never done enough to make himself the point guard, whether it's by him not playing as well or just other guys just outshining him. I feel like that's where Davante Adams is. Like Davante Adams, he really makes his case because he is the only receiver for the Packers. So he gets all the double coverages. He gets the main focus up by. He always gets the best corner lined up over top of him. However, because he is the only receiver on that team, he also gets a majority of the targets, and he has a Hall of Fame quarterback for his quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. Now, that's why when I look at a guy like when you look at a guy like Hopkins, why can't I think of his name? DeAndre. I'm like, I kept on wanting to call him Dwayne Hopkins. I'm like, who's Dwayne? DeAndre Hopkins. To me, if I had to pick I've seen DeAndre Hopkins just go up and just make the most insane catches for his entire career. He always finds a way to get open. He always finds a way to be around that 90 to 100 catches a year. He always finds a way to be in that 11 to 1400 receiving yards. He always puts up 10. Like he always finds a way to put himself in that just top level category. I think right now, DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. Stephon Diggs is good. Don't get me wrong. I like Stephon Diggs a lot. He won me in my fantasy league, so I liked him before then too. I liked him when he was with the Vikings. I liked him when he was at Maryland. I thought he was cold coming out of high school. Yeah, to me, I think Davante Adams is the most well-rounded of the route runners, if that makes sense. He has out of the guys who you would classify as like the best at route running, he has above average releases, above average route running, and he is able to catch. He makes contested catches look effortless. I still think someone like Amari Cooper or Jerry Jeudy has, or even a guy like Justin Jefferson has better just pure route running, like just being able, like while you're in the route, being able to dice somebody up. But it's really hard. I think off the line, coming off a release, it's quite clear that Davante Adams is the best coming out of the breaks. Adams, Hop, Diggs. If I had to do my top 3 this year, it would, in no particular order, it's do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Diggs, Hop, Metcalf, or Hop, Diggs, Metcalf in that order. Yes, T.O. is a top 3 receiver of all time. Because it would just go Jerry, Randy, T.O. I mean, when you really look at T.O.'s play and his numbers, there's no reason why he shouldn't be the 3rd best. I feel like Julio's in a really good situation though, because Calvin Ridley's really stepped into his own, so it's going to help take away some pressure off of Julio. So don't be surprised if Julio comes back and has a really good year next year. That's what I'm saying. They never use Julio in the red zone. I'm like, he is one-on-one, no safety help over the top. Just throw it up there and see what happens. Please. Yeah, and Dylan, that's why like I have a hard time just being able to just say like, oh yeah, like Devontae's that dude. But Jalen Ramsey locks everybody up, bro. Like, come on. I'm not mad at that, Dylan. You really can't switch out Diggs and Adams. I mean, I say Randy Moss is to me Randy Moss versus Jerry Rice is the same debate as Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time. Randy Moss is the greatest catcher of a football of all time, if that makes sense. The same way that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, but Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of a football of all time. Build my ultimate team of all time. Okay, well I'm gonna exclude whoever the best offensive line of all time is. I'll just put them there. QB, I'm going. Oh man. QB, I'm going Rodgers. RB1, I'm going. RB1, I'm going Adrian Peterson. RB2, I'm going. Who should RB2 be? I'm trying to think of. RB1 is going to be Adrian Peterson. RB2 is going to be Barry Sanders. And then slot receiver, I'm going. Slot, I'm going. Who do I want as a slot receiver? He was on Roy's. No, that's Cap. That's Cap, Dylan. Yeah, that's Cap. Terrell Davis did that. Chris Johnson did that. Eddie George did that, if I'm not mistaken. Who would I want to? I'm gonna put Jerry in the slot, Randy on the outside, and Calvin and Randy and Calvin Johnson will be my two outside guys. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I'm gonna go Dion and Darrelle Revis on the on the corners. Troy as my free safety. Tight end. And then tight end. George Kittle. George. Who would you guys take? A prime George Kittle or a prime Gronk? Because that's a tough one. Yeah, free safety, I'm going Troy. Strong safety, I'm going to go... There are so many good choices. It's actually insane. I'm gonna go Brian Dawkins. Ooh. Ooh. Or Ed Reed. I mean, yeah, Dylan. Every player, I don't care how good they are. Like whatchamacallit, Randy Moss went crazy against Darrelle Revis. Like every great player has one guy who they just can't get over. Linebackers, yeah, you're gonna put LT in there. You're gonna put, I mean, when it comes to pass rushers, you can pretty much put whoever you want there. Like they gonna get it done. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey, he's already made a mark. Hasn't he been to the Pro Bowl every single year that he's been in the league, and like all pro every year except for his rookie year? LT and Ray Lewis. I'm gonna take Lawrence Taylor and not Ray Lewis. Jalen Smith in his prime. Oh yeah, that would help if we know what type of defense that we're running. That would actually be insane, especially finding out that Ray Lewis ran a 4.5. Did you guys know that Ray Lewis ran a 4.5 out of the combine? This will ball so hard university. Oh man, that's funny. All right, let's get back into these highlights. Let's get back into these highlights. All right, if you guys wanted to guarantee to get your highlights watched in, yeah, dude, I'm not joking, dude. Check this out. Dude, Ray Lewis ran a 4.58 back at his pro day in '96. He was in the league the year I was born. That's insane. 4.58. Because I remember we were talking about who would you rather get hit by, Ray Lewis or Ed Reed, and I said Ed Reed because he ran faster when he actually ran slower. Ed Reed ran like 4.6 and Ray Lewis ran like 4.5 or something like that. It was insane. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's insane. All right, if you guys want to guarantee to get your highlights watched, you can donate $5 to any one of the 3 apps down below, or you guys can become a member of the channel by clicking the blue join button that should be next to the subscribe button. But if you don't see a blue join button there, try going on your computer and it should pop up. But if you don't want to spend any money, all you gotta do is type this keyword in, and that word is tackle. TACKLE, all lowercase. Yeah, if we're talking D-line, then yeah, I'm gonna want Aaron Donald there. I'm gonna want Aaron Donald there for sure. Aaron Donald, bro. Like, because I remember, obviously we all watched the NFL Top 100 where they show the top 100 players, and I just remember, like, I was like, why is Aaron Donald always in like the top 10? I'm like, how? And then I've really looked at, like, not only his highlight tapes, but like I started watching Rams games, and I'm like, no, you can't run it up the middle. Like he takes away a whole play. Like, you can't run it up the A gap on either side. That play is just gone. Like, it's insane. John Ross was hyped up for nothing. I mean, I always say, here, everybody stop typing, everybody stop typing, everybody stop typing. Let's see who the winner is. My boy Elijah Bassett, you are the winner. My guy, let me know the name of the player and the high school that they go to. So for me, things that never impressed me. I mean, when I say never, I really do mean never impressed me in the draft. I'm never impressed by the ultra fast receiver. I'm never impressed by the quarterback who could throw it 500,000 yards. I'm never impressed by the running back who is like a lightning ball out of the backfield, but like didn't play any competition. I'm not impressed by. I'm not impressed by only coverage corners who have shown that they have no ability to make tackles. But yeah, the number one thing that never impresses me is the ultra fast receiver. It's like, you're just fast. You don't have, like, there's no dimension to your game. Like, can you get open off of your route running? Can you stay healthy? Like, are you fast or are you quick? There's a difference. I'd rather you be quick because at the end of the day, I can use you in more plays as a quick player than a fast player. That's why Wes Welker was able to eat for so many years. Wes Welker was never fast, but he was always quick. I think the Kill Harry ain't a bust yet. Pats ain't know how to use him. I was kind of, I mean, obviously, I'm always happy whenever a receiver can go to the Patriots, just because I like the Patriots in a way. But yeah, nah, I don't think N'Keal Harry's it. ASU hasn't had a strong showing of good outside of Brandon Ayuk this year, but like Jalen Strong a couple years ago, who went to, I forget where Jalen Strong went, but he didn't turn out to be that good either. So Dylan, I always say it like this. The only reason why Tyreek Hill works in the NFL period is because he has like, for example, I remember when I was wait, where was your comment at? The only reason why, or I was gonna tell a story. So back when I was playing Pop Warner, we had this. My best friend was playing quarterback, and we had a kid on the team named Darius. And Darius was by far the fastest player on the team. He probably ran legit 4.5, like somewhere in like the high 4.5s as an 8th grader. Like, the dude was just a monster. And I remember he would run like a post, and then like in practice, my homie would be like, Darius, you can't run that fast off the line. Like, I can't throw, like by the time I do my 3-step drop, you're already too far for me to throw the ball. That's the only reason why Tyreek Hill works, is because he's so fast that Patrick Mahomes can actually get the ball out to him. And even sometimes Patrick Mahomes still underthrows the ball, because that's just how fast Tyreek Hill is. That's the same reason why Henry Ruggs isn't going to work in Oakland, because Derek Carr doesn't have a big enough arm to get the ball to Henry Ruggs in the positions that matter, which is 55 yards downfield. If you can't throw the ball 65 yards in air, don't draft a fast receiver. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. If you do not have a quarterback who could throw the ball 60 plus yards in the air, do not draft a fast receiver. You might, like, just only a fast receiver. You have a much better chance of just going and getting the slow guy who knows how to get open. I'm just letting you know that off the rip. I saw that Wisconsin, bro. They're all dancing, doing the little I don't know what that dance is called. Someone that Pop Smoke, R.I.P. Pop Smoke, was doing, and then that thing shattered into a billion pieces. the top just fell off of it. Here, let me see if I can find the video. Twitter. And just snapped it, bro. That thing just broke. Yeah. And then they just added the mayonnaise thing on top of it. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, no, that thing just broke. That's true, but Tyreek Hill has really good technical skills. Speed alone won't work if you run a route that requires a change of direction. That's why. And that's because, to me, Tyreek Hill, like, obviously Tyreek Hill ran track, but he's not track fast. He's football fast. Like, you see him, when he makes his breaks, he loses no speed. Like, Tyreek Hill's, like, to me, Tyreek Hill could potentially go down as the fastest man to ever play in the NFL. Tyreek Hill's speed it's actually ridiculous to watch. All right, let's take a look at my boy, 6'2", 200 senior, D-end, outside linebacker, free safety. Let's go. Wait. Doom. Imagine breaking that would actually suck. Wait, where were you at? Oh, okay, you're outside. Way to just body him. I mean, Yeah, you just bodied this dude. Like, legit, there's no other way to put it. Because I was about to say, like, way to work until outside, and you just end up throwing him off you. Just say, get off me, little boy. Who's the best safety in the league, in my opinion? Jamal Adams. Like, Jamal Adams is so good, it's actually insane. Wait a just let's go. I think Tyreek Hill's faster. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this up. Well, not. All I know is that my barber comes back from holiday break here soon, so I can finally get my hair cut. Cause bro, the sides of my hair is way too long right now. Mike Williams has more INTs than Adams had to say it. To me, Jamal Adams is, I'm not gonna say the best, but he's a top 5 defensive weapon. Bro, you do such a good job of this explode to the outside and then just cut right back, boom, just like that's a hold. Like if you didn't get into the backfield, that's a hold. Like that, like again, that just comes straight from effort though. Dog, you are freezing these dudes at the line. It's just throwing me off because you look like a safety more than you do a linebacker, but then you got linebacker strength. I mean, if you're able to throw a left tackle off of you like that, you got some linebacker strength. Other ones see, but if you only had one loss, your record looks so ugly and tainted. Because the Chiefs lost to the Chargers, right? Yo, this would be dope just to have like every game film like this. This looks like Madden. That's dope. Oh, that's to the Raiders. Yeah, Buda Baker will definitely be up there. That's 40 to 32. But see, I'm not even too mad at that because anytime that you lose to a rival, that's always just a weird game overall. Yo, my boy Jaden. Yo, my guy Jaden, please tell me that you have somebody looking at you. Like, for real. Because 6'2", 200, and you're able to play all these positions. You can stay the same size. I'm going to throw you back at safety, linebacker hybrid. You bulk up, put on an extra 20, 30 pounds. I could throw you as more of a linebacker D-end hybrid. Like, bro, with your just explosiveness, please tell me that you have somebody looking at you. Honestly, like this, like just his explosiveness and then his power just makes you a very versatile player. Oh, that's not you? Here, I got you, my guy Dylan. Hopefully that pops up for you. You're 6 foot 190. You could play quarterback, receiver, running back, linebacker, safety, corner. Basically any of the skill positions. Hey, yo, Sack Chasing Brand. Yo, thank you for the donation, my guy. We'll be watching your highlight tape right here. Oh, we got a kid from Dematha. We in for a treat. Yo, Dematha stay producing top quality. 6'6". Huh? 6'6", 255 as a sophomore? Come on, bro. That ain't fair. That ain't fair at all. Okay, so it looks like we only have his freshman year tape. All right. Yeah, no, Demathis, bro, like, dude, Our Lady of Good Counsel. This is where Stephon Diggs went, right? This is where Stephon Diggs went to high school, if I'm not mistaken. Gonzaga. This is the team that Caleb Williams plays for, the #1 quarterback in the country right now. Bishop McNamara is just a good school overall. Emotep Charter. This is where one of the top running backs who's coming up is going. You know, like basically, if you play in the DMV, this is the top. This is like 6A for the DMV. I was 7'9" my kindergarten. Here, one second. Let me. Wait, did I mess with this? No, I did not. All right. Oh, okay. Yo, Sack Jason, I appreciate the donation again, my guy. Here, let me. Yeah, Dylan, I got your email. All right, let's take. So this, bro. I'm telling you, like, I'm letting you guys know. If you guys don't know, now you know. This is, to me, because how the DMV set up, it's like Maryland, the District of Columbia, and like Washington and DC, and then there's another state that's in there, but like they all, like the top schools just all play each other. This is like is competitive as like 6A in Texas, to be honest. There you go. Way to just muscle them. Let's go. Yeah, so Rugrat, you have to go through the NCAA clearinghouse, or I think that's what it's called. Then you have to like, that's basically where you sell your soul right there. Like that's where I think you pay like you pay like $50 or something like that. I could be, I know, I'm pretty sure you have to pay some amount of money to do it. Basically that's where you have to sign all the papers that say, I won't make any money off of my name, image, or likeness. The NCAA can do whatever they want. Oh, nice catch, let's go. That's where you have to sign that contract. Again, bro, you could tell he's young, but he has so much potential. It's actually insane. Yeah, this is the #1 quarterback in the country right now. Look at this dude's reach, man. Like, come on. Like, his wingspan alone just makes him a top recruit. Yeah, that's Caleb Williams. Nice break up. I always say, man, see, like, for example, like, say you're this kid, and you know that you're having to go up against like 3, 4, and 5-star recruits all week. Hey, he had decent technique. See, that's just being an athlete, bro. Look at this. Boom, just last second knocks the ball down. Linebackers committed to LSU, potentially. Why is there so much dead time between plays? It's like, I mean, I've always wanted to speed up football a little bit, but then it's like, when you look at a lot of NFL games, like most of the teams are really taking their time to really set things up. Like if let's just say if it was like, because the clock starts right after the play stops, and you get like what is it, 35 seconds to go to the next play. Cause Dylan, I'm telling you, man, when like DeMatha, it's mainly DeMatha though, and Don Bosco. Don Bosco's in New Jersey, so they don't play in this league. But those two schools stay with the best defensive line prospects. Period. 7-on-7 is a sped up version of football. That is facts. Yeah, see, it's scary because this kid, he already has the power to be an elite level defensive. Like if he just had the same power as a senior, he would be doing just fine. The scary thing is he's just gonna keep on getting faster. That's where I feel like he's gonna really be taking his steps forward. He's just only gonna be getting faster. Like he's probably going. Hopefully, he don't get too much taller because he might have to move to like more of like an interior D end if he gets any taller. But yeah, no, 6'6", 255. He's gonna be doing just fine. They haven't had their season yet, no. And Dylan, yeah, I think this is gonna be the last one. Yo, Sean, how you doing, my guy? All right, y'all. I think this is gonna wrap up the live stream. I have to go make some dinner and then also edit tomorrow's video for y'all. But we got a nice little 2-hour live stream in. I appreciate all the love and support. Let me one time. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody here. Let's pause the music so I can talk to my peoples. Alrighty. I just wanted to say thank y'all. I appreciate all of y'all for taking the time out of your day to come and watch the live stream. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys just be chilling with the boy. We be watching the dopest highlight tapes. I want to say thank you to everybody who donated. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been here since the first second of the live stream started. I'm thankful to everybody who's here for the last second of the live stream, which is about to end. I just wanted to say thank you to all y'all for all the love and support that you guys show. I want to let you guys know, if nobody has told you this today, and I'm talking to you specifically, not to the chat, I'm talking to you specifically, I want to say I love and appreciate you, and I just want to say I'm so happy that you have another day here on this earth. But I want to let you guys know, more than I could ever love you, more than your parents or your family or your dog, your cat, I don't care who it is, more than they could ever love you, that God loves you more than you will ever be able to understand, comprehend. You'll never be able to understand truly how deep God's love is for us. Don't ever feel ashamed to come to God. Don't ever feel worried about, oh, what's God gonna think? God is He's already with you. He knows exactly what you're thinking. He knows exactly what you're feeling. So just always be confident when approaching God, knowing that He is your Father and all He wants to do is pour out His love for you and give you the best of your life. So always know that. And with all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next live stream. Ciao.